Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, student participants, invited speakers around the countries and abroad, deans and heads of different departments of Mizoram University. It's my honor to welcome you all to the CACSRE and NCCT inaugural program of 2024. We are truly delighted to have each of you here. We are particularly honored by the presence of our esteemed guest today, including Dr. Valnant Lana, Honorable Ministers of Education, Government of Mizoram, Professor Dibakar Chandra Deka, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mizoram University, Professor S.K. Mehta, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Ladakh University, Professor Ramesh Chanda Deka, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Cotton University, Guwahati, Professor Brijesh Pare, President of Association of Chemistry Teachers, Madhav Science Postgraduate College, Ujjain, Professor D.V. Prabhu, General Secretary of Association of Chemistry Teachers, Wilson College, Mumbai. Your presence here reflects your support and commitment, which greatly strengthen our excitement. Over the course of our program, we have a list of speeches which will be delivered to you by well-respected professors. The program will proceed as follows. Firstly, we shall have the lightning ceremony, followed by the felicitation and the welcome addressed by Professor Ved Prakash Singh, Head Department of Industrial Chemistry and convener of CAC, SRE and NCCT 2024, followed by the inaugural speech by Dr. Valnant Lana, Honorable Ministers of Education, Government of Mizoram, followed by the guest of honor speech by Professor S.K. Mehta, the Vice Chancellor, Ladakh University, and Professor Ramesh Chanda Deka, the Vice Chancellor of Cotton University, Guwahati, followed by the Lifetime Achievement Award announcement and introduction by the General Secretary of Association of Chemistry Teachers, Professor D.V. Prabhu, Wilson College, Mumbai, which will then be followed by the Lifetime Achievement Awardee speech by Professor Krishna Gopal Bhattacharya, Professor of Chemistry, Guwahati University, Guwahati, followed by the various which will be followed by the various categories of Association of Chemistry Teachers Award, which will be distributed by the General Secretary of Association of Chemistry Teacher, Professor D.V. Prabhu, after which Professor D.V. Prabhu will give a short speech, followed by an address by President of Association of Chemistry Teachers by Professor Brijesh Pare, Madhav Science Postgraduate College, Ujjain, after which we will have the most awaited presidential address by Professor Dibakar Chandra Deka, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mizoram University, precluded by the vote of thanks by Professor Muthu Kumaran R., Department of Chemistry, Mizoram University, and we shall conclude the program with the national anthem. As we begin this journey, we hope each of you will leave today with fresh ideas, new connections, and new sense of purpose. Let's make this inaugural program the foundation for something truly transformative. Before we start our lightning ceremony, I would like to invite our esteemed guest to kindly come to the dais. I would like to call Dr. Valnant Lana, Honorable Ministers of Education, Government of Mizoram, Professor Dibakar Chandra Deka, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mizoram University, Professor S.K. Mehta, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Ladakh University, Professor Ramesh Chanda Deka, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Cotton University, Professor Brijesh Pare, President of Association of Chemistry Teachers, Madhav Science Postgraduate College, Ujjain, Professor D.V. Prabhu, General Secretary, Association of Chemistry Teachers, Wilson College, Mumbai. Let us now begin the lightning ceremony. I would also like to involve Professor Krishna Gopal Bhattacharya to kindly come forward. We shall now begin with the lightning ceremony. Now, I would like to hand over the felicitation and the welcome address by Professor Ved Prakash Singh, Head Department of Industrial Chemistry and convener of CACSRE and NCCT 2024.
Good morning to each and everyone. Our chief guest, Honorable Minister of Education, Government of Mizoram, Dr. Mallan Thlana sir, esteemed Vice Chancellor Professor Dibakar Chandra Deka sir, guest of honor, Vice Chancellor of University of Ladakh, Professor S.K. Mehta sir, Vice Chancellor of Cotton University, Professor R.C. Deka sir, respected President ACT Professor Vijay Pare sir, Secretary ACT Professor D.V. Prabhu sir, Lifetime Achievement Awardee Professor Krishna Gopal Bhattacharya sir, and all distinguished delegates on the dais. Also, I welcome our guest Professor K. Walcho and Dr. Nikolai from Russia. Thank you for visiting us. And all ACT members, all ACT Life members, our registrar Professor Lalundanga sir, and all statutory officers of Mizoram University, our PUC principal sir, all deans of different schools, heads of different departments, and of our most valued guest of the dais, colleagues, and dear students. Most warm welcome and very good morning to all of you again. May now I request our Vice Chancellor, Professor Dibakar Chandra Deka sir, to felicitate our chief guest, Minister of Education, Dr. Mallan Thlana sir. Again, I will request our Vice Chancellor sir to felicitate to guest of honor Professor S.K. Mehta sir. And again, I will request to felicitate our professor, our guest of honor, Professor R.C. Deka sir. Again, sir, I will request to felicitate our ACT President, Professor Vijay Pare sir. And to Professor D.V. Prabhu sir, ACT Secretary. Now, I will request our ACT President, Professor Vijay Pare sir, and Secretary D.V. Prabhu sir to felicitate our Minister of Education, Government of Mizoram, on behalf of ACT. No, wait. Now, now I will request to Professor Muthu Kumaran sir to felicitate our Lifetime Achievement Awardee, Professor Bhattacharya, sir. Again, I will request our convener, Professor Muthukumaran, sir, to felicitate our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dibakar Chandra Deka, sir. Thank you, sir. It gives me a great pleasure to extend you all a warm welcome on behalf of organizing committee of the National Conference on Current Advances in Chemical Sciences Research and Education, CACSRE, and National Convention of Chemistry Teachers, NCCT 2024. It is really a proud moment for Mizoram University to host conference on and National Convention of Chemistry Teachers and International Conference on Current Advances in Chemical Sciences Research and Education, CACSRE 2024, organized by the Department of Chemistry, Department of Industrial Chemistry of Mizoram University, and Department of Chemistry, PUC Pachhunga, our constituent college. I feel to be a personal privilege to be part of this initiative of the ACT President, Professor Brijesh Pare, sir, ACT Secretary, Professor D.V. Prabhu, sir, and our one Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dibakar Chandra Deka, sir, to organize this event in Mizoram University. Thank you to all of you, sir. The International Conference Current Advances in Chemical Sciences Research and Education is committed to focusing collaboration, innovation, and the sharing knowledge among scientists, researchers, and educationists of chemical sciences. Our aim is to create a dynamic and encouraging platform that showcase the latest development in chemical sciences research and education with the ultimate aim of advancing our understanding of emerging themes in chemical sciences research and education. It is the profound moment for all of us that Mizoram University first time hosted a conference with Association of Chemistry Teachers, ACT. ACT President and Secretary will brief about ACT in their respective speeches. We are in remote location. I think most of the guests, when they came here yesterday, they arrived. I think they understand how remote this is here in Mizoram. But our conference received huge response from all over the India. We received more than 170 abstracts from all over the India. And out of them, 95 abstracts for posters, 31 abstracts for oral presentation by students, and 44 invited talk from different premier institutions in 13 technical sessions. Our expert delegates and participants are from different institutions like IT Delhi, IT Guwahati, IISER Bhopal, NISER Bhubaneswar, IISER Kolkata, IIT Hyderabad, University of Delhi, Banaras Hindu University, and many premier research and academic institutions. Among with this conference, we are also doing one workshop for school students and teachers on 7th November to promote science among new generation as per the ACT aim to promote the science among students as well as teacher. On behalf of our organizing committee, it is my pleasure to welcome once again to all of you for joining us, especially Professor Rajiv Gupta sir, Dr. Sanjay D. Shawant, Professor V.K. Jain sir, Professor T. Punyamurthy sir, Professor Manmohan Kapoor sir, Professor Mal sir, and many more who already joined us, and Professor Maya Shankar Singh, Professor G. Narhari Sastry sir, Professor A.K. Bakshi, and Professor Ravi Prakash Singh, and many more are on the way to join us by today evening. I hope this will be a successful academic and research trip for all of you, and you people will enjoy here in Mizoram University campus and Aizawl city. And all of you will go with some good memories from here. With these words, now I will request our student, Miss Evangel, to continue this session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Ved Prakash Singh, for your generous and insightful contributions to our conference today. Now we shall move forward to the inaugural speech by Dr. Vanlant Lana, Honorable Minister of Education, Government of Mizoram, I request Dr. Valentana to kindly come forward to take your time.
Esteemed Professor Dipankar Chandradeka, Vice Chancellor of Mizoram University, Professor S.K. Mehta, Vice Chancellor of Ladakh University, Professor Ramesh Chandradeka, Vice Chancellor of Cotton University, Professor Ved Prakash Singh, Head of Department of Industrial Chemistry, Professor Krishna Bhattacharya, dear guests, participants, and friends. It is with great pleasure and a sense of pride that I am with you in this international conference on current advances in chemical research and education 2024 and the National Convention of Chemistry Teachers 2024 held here in Mizoram University. This gathering reflects our shared commitment to advancing the field of chemistry, both in research and education, and I am honored to be a part of such a distinguished assembly. I'm also proud to say that was the first gold medalist of the Commerce Department of Mizoram University, and I was among the persons who started the computerization of accounts of this university. After I got the faculty job in the Constituent College of Mizoram University there in PUC, I was retained for more than 5 months in order to pass on the baton to other staff members for the computerization of the whole university. So I'm very well a part of this university, and I'm proud to welcome you all also in this convention and conference. Today, we are not only to discuss the latest advancement in chemical research, but also to explore innovative teaching methods that can enhance our educational practices. As we navigate to a rapidly changing world, chemistry plays a crucial role in addressing some of the most pressing issues we face today, be it in sustainable development, healthcare, or environmental protection. The contributions from each of you here today will undoubtedly help to drive forward our collective understanding and application of chemical sciences. Over the next few days, we will have the opportunity to engage in discussions that highlight cutting edge research, showcase successful educational practices, and foster collaboration among educators, researchers, and students. I encourage each of you to take full advantage of this platform, share your insights, ask questions, and build connections that can lead to new partnerships and collaborations. In our field, it is vital to learn from one another and to keep our minds open to new ideas and approaches. A significant highlight of today's program is the presentation of the Lifetime Achievement Award to Professor Krishna Gopa Bhattacharya, retired professor of chemistry at Guwahati University. This award honors Professor Bhattacharya's remarkable contributions to the field of chemistry and his dedication to education. Over many years, his work has not only advanced our scientific understanding, but also inspired countless students and fellow researchers to pursue excellence in their own careers. I urge all of you to reflect on our roles as educators and researchers. We have a responsibility to nurture the next generation of chemists, equipping them with the knowledge and skills that they need to face future challenges. Education is not merely about imparting knowledge, it is about fostering an environment where curiosity and creativity can flourish. Let us strive to create classrooms that encourage questioning and exploration, allowing students to discover the wonders of chemistry for themselves. Moreover, as we explore advancements in chemical research, we must emphasize the importance of sustainable practices, chemistry holds the key to addressing many environmental challenges, from developing renewable energy sources to creating eco-friendly materials. Our discussions during this conference should highlight not only the exciting research being conducted in these areas, but also how we can incorporate sustainability in our teaching practices. By doing so, we prepare our students to think critically about the impact of their work on the world around them. In closing, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the organizers of this conference, particularly the Department of Chemistry, Mizoram University, and Pachhunga University College. Your hard work and dedication have made this event possible, and I am confident that it will be a fruitful and inspiring experience for everyone involved. Thank you all, the participants, for your presence and engagement. I encourage you to immerse yourselves fully in the discussions and activities planned for this conference. Together, let us make this conference and this convention a resounding success, paving the way for future advancements in chemical research and education. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Valant Lana. We are extremely grateful for the time and the effort you dedicated to being here, and we are honored by your presence at this conference. We shall now proceed forward with the guest of honor speech. Firstly, we shall have Professor S.K. Mehta, the Vice Chancellor of Ladakh University, and followed by Professor Ramesh Chandra Deka, the Vice Chancellor of Cotton University, Guwahati.
Jule and good morning, namaskar. I said Jule because I am coming from Ladakh, and Ladakh, whenever we greet somebody, it's with Jule. So it is nothing but good morning, namaskar, thank you. So today's chief guest, Dr. Vallan Thalana, Honorable Minister of Education, Government of Mizoram, Professor Dipankar Chandra Deka, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mizoram University, Professor Ramesh Chandra Deka, Vice Chancellor, Cotton University, Professor Brijesh Pare, Professor D.V. Prabhu, Professor Krishan Gopal Bhattacharya, Professor Muthu Kumaran, and Professor Ved Prakash Singh, Head Department of Chemistry and convener of this very important conference. Eminent speakers of the conference, distinguished participants from various parts of India, faculty, and dear students. It is indeed a great pleasure to be part of this international conference on current advances in chemical sciences research and education, and National Convention of Chemistry Teachers, which has been organized by Mizoram University, Department of Chemistry. First of all, I congratulate ACT awardees, Professor Bhattacharya particularly. The aim of this conference is basically to deliberate on the variety of topics relevant to the present day needs. Eminent speakers basically are source of inspiration and motivation for all of us to do things for the development of the society. Their valuable contribution and unparalleled expertise as a good educator make them an excellent role model to young faculty and students. One has to discover creative ways of finding alternative routes and processes which are eco-friendly and green alternatives to conventional chemistry. As technological advances continue to increase at a fast rate, a lot of scientists and researchers have started utilizing the modern tools, which enhances the research process by making it much easier, faster, and comfortable. There are so many new tools which helps one gather, organize, and keep information. Familiarizing yourself with such modern tools which have been a great impact on your research skills. In the light of the tremendous development, technological development, advancements like the use of AI in research saves time, efforts, and cost allotted to research without affecting its quality. In addition to the diversity of experiences, knowledge and skill leads to the conduct of competitive scientific research. I, in fact, congratulate the organizers for initiating this very important conference and hope that participants will gain a lot from the deliberations during the next 3 days. I am particularly thankful for the kind invitation by Professor Ved Prakash Singh, who insisted that I should visit. Last time I missed the conference, but I then decided to make it possible that I could join this along with all the eminent scientists, and we deliberate on various aspects of chemistry and related issues. Thank you so much, everybody, and have a nice conference and nice deliberations. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Honorable Minister of Education of Government of Mizoram, Dr. Valant Nama, sir. Honorable Vice Chancellor of Mizoram University, Professor Dibakar Chandra Deka. Honorable Vice Chancellor of Ladakh University, Professor S.K. Mehta. General Secretary of Association of Chemistry Teachers, Professor Damodar V. Prabhu. President of ACT, Professor Brijesh Pare. Professor Krishna Gopal Bhattacharya sir, Professor Ved Prakash, convener of this conference. I invited speakers from India and abroad, my dear participants and my dear student friends. In fact, I am thrilled to sit with my teachers. Two of my teachers are in the dais, Professor Krishna Gopal Bhattacharya and Professor Dibakar Chandra Deka. I thank ACT particularly for choosing Mizoram University as a venue for this conference. Although the ACT is located in Mumbai, they have selected the extreme northeastern part. Prior to that, there was a meeting at Tezpur University in 2013, where I was also a participant, because Tezpur University is my parent university. And their selection also for the Lifetime Achievement Awards, Professor Krishna Gopal Bhattacharya. Generally in India, those who are working in field like people who work in USA and Europe are recognized, because generally we are a great follower of whatever is done in Europe and America is done at India. But KGB sir worked on the team of Assam. So he worked in the field of catalysis, then environmental science, and most of the work was done in pollution in Guwahati and in northeastern regions. And you see his citation working in the team related to Assam. His citation as of today is 16,077 with AIDS index 53. So that is a great achievement and I thank ACT that they have found out a professor working in the remote area on the team which is related to the society, and I think so it is a very good choice for the Lifetime Achievement Award. So I also congratulate my teacher, Professor Bhattacharya sir. So this is a very good choice. So I thank all of for ACT for that, and I also thank the organizer for inviting me to this conference and to deliver a lecture on this theme, also on the theme where I work. So I will not spend much time. Already we are delayed, and so I once again thank all the audience, all the participants, and this will be a learning experience for all the students, because another thing before I conclude, I should tell that the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Mizoram University also worked on the theme related to our society. So he used some of the catalysts which are developed by the can be developed by the common people of Assam, and he used that catalyst for a very sophisticated chemical reactions. So that is his field of work. So we have lot of things which we can do related to our society, and we need not be the follower what is done in USA and Europe. We can be also creator. So that is the chief message we should take from these two teachers, my professors, Professor Dibakar Chandra Deka and Krishna Gopal Bhattacharya sir. So with means we can also do a lot of things with that with the theme related to our society. We can do chemistry, good quality chemistry with that theme related to our society, and we can try to solve the problem of our society by doing those kind of works. So I thank once again to everyone and also the organizing committee for inviting me to this conference. Thank you very much.
Julie, Professor S.K. Mehta, it has been an absolute privilege to have you here with us today. We sincerely appreciate the time you have taken to join us. We are confident that your contributions will have a lasting impact on all who are attending. Professor Ramesh Chandadeka, we are incredibly grateful to have you had here with us today and benefit from your knowledge and leadership in the field. Now we shall proceed with the Lifetime Achievement Award, the announcement and the introduction by the General Secretary of the Association of Chemistry Teachers, Professor D.V. Prabhu, Wilson College, Mumbai.
His Excellency, your Honorable Minister for Education of the Government of Mizoram, today is a very auspicious day because on the dais you can see three Vice Chancellors, a Trivedi Sangam of three Vice Chancellors. Professor S.K. Mehta, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Ladakh University, Professor Ramesh Chandra Deka, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Cotton University, and our very own Professor Dipakar C. Deka, my very old friend, who, as you know, is the VC of Mizoram University. So all the dignitaries on the dais, in the audience, all the students, friends, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Association of Chemistry Teachers, I would like to extend to you all a very warm welcome to the 24th National Convention of Chemistry Teachers, which has been held in the magnificent, picturesque, beautiful campus of this university under the inspiring leadership of my old friend, Professor Dibakar C. Deka. The theme of the convention is Current Advances in Chemical Science Research and Education. A few words about the association will not be out of place. The association was formed as a national organization of chemistry educators of India way back in 2000. And we are about to embark in our 25th or Silver Jubilee year. The association was conceived and formulated by the Homi Bhabha Center for Science Education under TIFR, Mumbai, and since its inception, the association has been promoting excellence in chemistry education and research through its manifold activities like national and international conferences, training workshops, a concept test in chemistry for BSc students under the national coordinatorship of Professor Subhash Prasad Singh, who is here in the audience, a research convention. We have a newsletter, chemistry competition for school and college students, celebration of the National Chemistry Day, National Science Day, and very active participation in the Indian national and international chemistry Olympiad programs. In fact, our association sets the question paper for the first stage examination, which is called National Standard Examination in Chemistry, held in November, which is taken by nearly 60,000 students of the higher secondary classes all over India. And we run this exam in more than 1,600 centers, some of which are in remote villages where our examiners have to go by boat. There is no transport there, but then our teachers do that. The Association of Chemistry Teachers also collaborates with international organizations like the Royal Society of Chemistry London, the IUPAC, the DST, and the Indian Chemical Society in organizing several activities. During the NCC 2024, we are making a very special effort to enroll the teachers from Northeast India as members of our organization and to seek their participation in our activities. The membership fee is normally 1,500 life membership, but those who enroll as members during this 3-day convention, we are giving them 20% discount. So they'll have to pay only 1,200. So may I urge all the teachers from the Northeast and elsewhere to register as members and take part in our activities. I'm very happy and proud that we have a team of people who are involved in outreach activities, that is reaching out to the masses. May I take their names? Professor Hemant Pandey, some of them are there with us. Professor Brijesh Pare, our president. Professor Vasudev Gurnole, Professor Sudesh Goderao, Professor Swaminathan, Professor Helen Kavita, Professor Mandam Krishnamurti. There are many others, but these are the people who are foremost in reaching chemistry to the masses. As I told you, we have more than 2,700 active life members and 20 institutional members. And we would like to take this chance to appeal to the teachers from the northeast part of India to take part in our activities. During NCCT 2024, our slogan is Look Northeast. Look Northeast. See? It is not a populistic slogan. We really believe that we have to reach out to the teachers in Northeast and Eastern India. And our organization has some very active members in Northeast. I'll take only two names, Professor Dibakar Deka and Professor Giti Moni Deka, she is also there, who are always in the forefront of organizing activities in this part of our country. We would like all the chemistry teachers from Northeast India and East India to take a leading part, and I know that in this part of the country we have got some very talented teachers who have been contributing to research and education. Our association has 6 zonal councils with headquarters at Homi Bhabha Center, Mumbai, and a very large network of 2,700 members. We are indeed blessed that the leading chemical scientists of India are all our honorary members and patrons. Bharat Ratna Professor C.N.R. Rao, the former advisor to the Honorable Prime Minister, and very recently, Professor John Warner, father of green chemistry, along with Professor John Anastas, joined our association as honorary members. We as an organization have a great role to promote chemistry education. The National Education Policy, NEP, lays stress on 3 things. Universalization of education so that education reaches all sections of society. More use of modern technology in education, and importance of laboratory work, that is experimentation, and vocalization, which calls for more laboratory practices in our schools and colleges. Unfortunately, today our students do not get much chance to do experiments in lab. We concentrate on theory. So this has to change. And here we all members of ACT have a big role to play. In this convention, as already mentioned, we are presenting awards to 9 very distinguished teachers of our country, including a Lifetime Achievement Award to Professor Krishna Gopal Bhattacharya ji. I am proud and happy to tell you, this year, 4 of the 8 awards go to the teachers from Northeast India, almost 50%. Now, this selection has been done by independent selection committees. For each award, we have a selection committee which goes through all the applications, has discussions, and then they announce the result. These 4 awards speak about the high quality of teaching and research in Northeast India, the dedication of the teachers from this part of our country, and how they organize activities for students and teachers. So this is a humble recognition of their contribution to science education and research. I would like to thank very specially Professor Dibakar Deka, the former president of our association, and all his colleagues for their unstinted help and support at all times. I remember with gratitude that Professor Deka had organized NCCT way back in 2012 at Guwahati University, and on behalf of the Executive Council, I would like to thank him for his sustained support. I would like to thank the Honorable Minister for taking time from his busy schedule to be with us this morning. Sir, we are greatly honored by your presence and thank you for your inspiring address. Our next big activity is the Global Women's Breakfast, which will be organized all over the world on February 11, 2025 in collaboration with IUPAC. Our coordination is Professor Vijendra Singh. This is a unique program wherein on the same day, chemistry teachers and scientists organize activities all over the world. And they are all women scientists. I am proud to tell you that for the last 3 years, India has had the maximum number of entries all over the world. And we have stood number 1, far ahead of the so-called advanced nations, far ahead of USA, Japan, UK, France. This speaks volumes for the good quality of chemistry teaching which is going on in our country and for the support which chemistry is having among our people. And we have been number 1 this year also. We have had 78 entries from all parts of country. I would once again urge all the teachers to become the life members of our association and take part in our activities. The application forms have been kept at the registration desk. Those of you who want the form can approach me. I would like to wish NCCT 2024 grand success and the participants fruitful interactions with the faculty of the convention. I especially would like to thank our faculty who have come from abroad, who have taken time to travel to our country. We think it is a great honor to us. We are thankful to you for coming here. So thank you very much. Now we come to the very interesting part, the presentation of the Lifetime Achievement Award and other awards. Now since 2012, we have been instituting awards from endowments given by the well-wishers of the association. Some of the awards are given by ACT itself and others are given by donors. The first award is the Lifetime Achievement Award given to a superannuated teacher in recognition of his lifelong achievements in the field of chemistry, education, and research. This year, the award goes to Professor Krishna Gopal Bhattacharya former professor of chemistry, Guwahati University, and now honorary professor at Don Bosco University, Guwahati. The prize consists of a certificate and a cash award, which is given by the association. It's a pleasure to read the brief biodata of Professor Bhattacharya. He obtained his PhD from Imperial College of Science, Technology and Medicine, London in 1984 under a Commonwealth academic scholarship and has served with great distinction in Guwahati University till his retirement in 2016. Subsequently, he was invited to join the Don Bosco University, where at present he is an emeritus professor. He also served as the director of the UGC Academic Staff College, and after his retirement, he served as the chairman of the state-level Environmental Impact Assessment Authority, ASA, under the Ministry of Environment and Forest. His research interests are catalysis, absorption on zeolites and clays, water, air, and soil chemistry. He has guided 70 PhDs, published 200 papers, and has more than 15,800 citations. He has had research projects from DST, Ministry of Environment and Forest, Government of India, DRDO, BRC, BRNS, World Bank, and Assam State Pollution Control Board. Professor Bhattacharya has been continuously ranked in the top 2% scientists of the world by Stanford University. This is a great recognition. The Association of Chemistry is proud to present the Lifetime Achievement Award to Professor Krishna Gopal Bhattacharya in recognition of his outstanding contributions to chemistry education and research. Professor K.G. Bhattacharya. Yeah. The next award, Sri Anupam Sinha Best Chemistry Teacher Award 2024, instituted by Professor Shraddha Sinha, Vice President of ACT, awarded to Professor Dr. Pankaj Mittal of the Department of Applied Sciences, Chemistry, Anand College of Engineering, Agra, with a teaching experience of 24 years at the undergraduate and postgraduate level. He has taught courses in chemistry, industrial chemistry, analytical chemistry, and environmental science. His interests are in environmental science, organometallic compounds, macrocyclic compounds, and nanomaterials. He has published 18 research papers. He has got 3 patents and 3 books to his credit. He has actively taken part in 85 conferences and workshops and has organized several conferences and has supervised 18 MPhil dissertations. He received the Best Researcher Award at an international conference held in 2021 at Chennai, and is on the editorial board of the International Research Journal of Environment Science of ISCA Indore, and is a reviewer for several journals. The Association of Chemistry Teachers is proud to present the Sri Anupam Sinha Best Chemistry Teacher Award to Professor Pankaj Mittal. Professor Pankaj Mittal. Yeah. Professor Pankaj Mittal could not attend because of some unavoidable reason. So the prize will be sent to him by registered post. The third award is the ACT Best Women Chemistry Teacher Award for 2024 goes this year to Professor Dr. B.B.V. Shailaja, Professor of Chemistry at Andhra University, Visakhapatnam. She is committed to teaching and research for the last several years. Her primary research areas are nanophoto-catalysis, chemical species, bioinorganic chemistry, metal complexes, nanomaterial chemistry. She has guided several PhDs and has over 100 publications in high-impact national and international journals. She has presented her work at several prestigious conferences, and she has guided research projects funded by ISRO and is a member of various societies like the Indian Chemical Society, Indian Science Congress Association, then other prestigious societies. We are proud to present Best Women Chemistry Award to Professor Shailaja. Professor Shailaja. Madam also could not come because of prior commitments. So we move ahead. The ACT Professor P.R. Singh Award for Outstanding Contribution to Chemistry Education is awarded this year to Professor Okram Mukherjee Singh of Manipur University, Manipur. Dr. Okram Singh received his PhD from NAHU, that is the Northeast Hill University, Shillong, and has done his postdoctoral research at the University of Utah, USA, with a UGC funding. Dr. Singh has also worked in the University of Manchester, UK, in 2013 as a UGC Commonwealth Staff Fellow. He has over 30 years' experience and has authored several research articles, reviews, and book chapters. He has organized several chemistry conferences and delivered lectures and talks. His research interests are synthesis and functionalization of heterocyclic compounds and their applications in medical chemistry and material science. What is commendable about Professor Okram Singh is his dedicated service to society during the COVID epidemic. During 2023, he, along with his research and MSc students, produced over 10,000 liters of hand sanitizer using ethanol and natural product extracts. The sanitizer was distributed free of cost to healthcare workers and frontline workers in different health sectors and the departments in Manipur state. So here is an example where chemistry has been used for societal good. During COVID, Professor Okram Singh and his students were busy preparing sanitizers and distributing it free to various agencies. So I think that Professor Okram Singh deserves a big round of applause in appreciation of his selfless service to society using his expertise in chemistry. And always we say that research should have some application. It should not just be confined to the books. So here is an example where the research is directly applicable to society. So we are indeed very proud to present Professor P.R. Singh Award for Outstanding Contribution to Chemistry Education to Professor Okram Mukherjee Singh. Professor Okram Mukherjee Singh, please come. Great work, Professor.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
The next award is Dr. Uma Sai Prakash Chemistry Popularization Award, instituted by Professor Sai Prakash, who was the former president of our association. This year it is awarded to Professor Dr. Tapan Thakuria, Head Department of Chemistry, Handi Girls College, Guwahati. Professor Thakuria received his PhD in theoretical chemistry from Guwahati University. Theoretical chemistry is a very difficult type of chemistry, and many of us don't like to go near that. And he is a PhD in theoretical chemistry, so must be a great person. Dr. Thakuria has published several research papers in high impact factor journals articles, and books. He has been popularizing chemistry for more than 15 years under the banner Chem Magic at IIT Guwahati, Tezpur University, Guwahati University, and Rashtriya Bal Vaigyanik Pradarshani at Guwahati. Dr. Thakuria has produced two DVD series on popular chemistry experiments and is actively involved with the National Children's Science Congress and has been a judge for 3 years and also connected with the Assam Science Society. ACT is proud to present Dr. Uma Sai Prakash Chemistry Popularization Award to Professor Tapan Thakuria. Professor Tapan Thakuria, please come. The next award is Professor Lalan Singh Award for Best Postgraduate Teacher for State Universities. This was instituted thanks to the efforts of Professor Subhash Prasad Singh and his students. This year the award goes to Professor Diganta Sharma of Dibrugarh University, Dibrugarh, Assam. Dr. Sharma received his PhD from the National Chemical Laboratory, Pune, and then moved on to Kyoto Pharmaceutical University, Japan, as a JSPS postdoctoral fellow. Subsequently, he joined the University of Kansas, USA, as a research associate and came back to India and joined Dibrugarh University in 2012. His research interests are green chemistry, sustainable chemistry, catalysis, and medicinal chemistry. He has to his credit 100 research papers and has authored a book on green chemistry. He has published 10 book chapters in books published by Elsevier and Springer. He has guided 13 PhDs and 5 MPhils and has received JSPS Bridge Fellowship Award in 2018. He is actively involved in chemistry outreach programs, which is also one of the focus area of our association, and is the convener of the Northeast chapter of the prestigious Chemical Research Society of India, founded by our patron, Bharat Ratna, Professor C.N.R. Rao. The association is proud to present the Professor Lalan Singh Award for Best PG Teacher, State Universities, to Professor Diganta Sharma. Professor Diganta Sharma, please come. The next award, Professor Dr. Bhupendra Sahai Saxena Award for the Best Postgraduate Chemistry Teacher, instituted by Professor Shraddha Sinha, our Vice President. Sorry. This year the award goes to Professor Dr. Anil Kumar, Academic Dean, Head of the Chemistry Department of Sahibganj College, Sahibganj, Jharkhand. Professor Anil Kumar did his PhD from IIT, that is the Indian School of Mines, Dhanbad, and has 16 years of teaching and research experience. His research interests are gas hydrates, corrosion science, molecular docking, water and soil analysis, drug and environmental science. He has published 150 research papers, 15 patents, 23 handbooks and textbooks, and has edited several books. He has developed the well-known Anil's conceptual model of inhibition for microbial studies. His YouTube channel, Hotspot Chemistry by Dr. Anil Kumar, features 117 lectures, and has a very wide audience. He has won 14 national and international awards and is on the editorial board of several scientific journals. Dr. Anil Kumar has to his credit several papers and conferences, and they have been quoted well and very well. The Association of Chemistry is proud to present the Professor Bhupendra Sahai Saxena Award for Best PG Teacher to Professor Anil Kumar. Professor Anil Kumar has said he cannot come because of some unavoidable reasons. So we felicitate Professor Anil Kumar in absentia. Then the next prestigious award is the Professor Pinky B. Punjabi Award for Outstanding Contribution to Research in Chemical Sciences for 2024. This year it goes to none other than Professor Dr. Ramesh Deka of Tejpur University, Tejpur, and the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Cotton University, Guwahati. Professor Ramesh Chandra Deka received his PhD from CSIR National Chemical Laboratory, Pune, and did his postgraduate research at the University of Tokyo, Japan. He was awarded the Alexander I Humboldt Fellowship, very prestigious fellowship, for research at the Technical University of Munich, Germany for 2003-2004. Professor Ramesh Chandra Deka is an internationally acclaimed scientist in the field of catalysis. And all of us who work in catalysis always refer to his papers for guidance. He has developed computational models coupled with experiments to advance the knowledge of industrial catalysts, leveraging microporous materials and metal oxides. He has 250 research papers, H index 38, and has more than 6,000 citations in peer-reviewed journals. He has visited several countries to deliver lectures. He was awarded the Bronze Medal by the Chemical Research Society of India in 2013 and is an Executive Council member of the Society. He was also elected the Fellow of the Royal Society of Chemistry, London, that is FRSC, and Association of Chemistry Teacher is proud to present Professor Pinky B. Punjabi Award for Outstanding Contribution to Research in Chemical Sciences to Professor Ramesh C. Deka. Professor Ramesh C. Deka. This year we instituted a new award because we felt that we should honor teachers when they are little young, rather than when they are about to retire. So when you give an award at a young age, the person feels inspired to do more. And this year we have instituted the Association of Chemistry Teachers Best Young Chemistry Teacher Award. And the first award goes to Professor Dr. Ratiram Gomaji Chaudhary, Head Department of Chemistry, Seth Kesarimal Porwal College of Nagpur University, Nagpur. Professor Chaudhary is a young scientist with varied research interests: green synthesis, biogenic synthesis, photosynthesis, phytosynthesis, metal oxide graphene-based nanohybrids, antimicrobial assay, and photocatalysis. These are some of the frontier areas of chemistry today. And Dr. Ratilal Gomaji has been doing research in these areas. So far, he has guided 6 PhDs and 35 MSc projects and has got one major research project funded by the DST. He has published 7 books, 30 book chapters, 110 scientific articles, and 26 review articles in index journals. Professor Ratilal Gomaji has been awarded twice the Rajiv Gandhi National Fellowship Award funded by UGC as a Junior Research Fellow for pursuing MPhil and PhD studies. Dr. Ratilal Chaudhary is a guest auditor for many journals and has organized conferences and webinars and delivered talks at many conferences in India and abroad. Association of Chemistry is proud to present the first Best Young Chemistry Teacher Award to Professor Ratilal Gomanji Chaudhary. I thank the Honorable Minister for doing the honors, and I would like all of you to give a big round of applause for all the 9 winners. ACT always believes that teachers should honor teachers because nobody else will do that. Of course, on Teachers' Day, there are slogans, but after the Teachers' Day is over, nobody remembers the teachers. So this is a very humble attempt on our part to honor the teachers who are doing work. And we will continue to do that, trying to get more such awards so that our teachers can be recognized. And now I would request the lifetime awardee, Professor Krishna Gopal Bhattacharya, to say a few words on behalf of all the awardees. Professor Bhattacharya, sir.
Honorable Dr. Bhanlal Nana, Minister of Education, Mizoram Government, Professor Dibakar Chandradeka, Vice Chancellor, Mizoram University, Professor Mehra, Vice Chancellor, Ladakh University, Professor Ramesh Chandradeka, Vice Chancellor, Cotton University, Dr. Brijesh Pare, President, SCT, Dr. D.V. Prabhu, General Secretary, SCT, and convener and all the other members of the organizing committee and all the participants of this program. I think it's a great honor to be here and receive this award from Association of Chemistry Teachers. I have been in this ACT almost from the beginning, but I have not been that active nationally. Of course, in the state level, we participated in several programs. And here, names of Dr. Dibakar Chandradeka and Dr. Gitimoni Deka are to be mentioned specially. We have several programs in several colleges at one time or other. And Dr. Gitimoni was particularly active in conducting some chemistry quizzes among the college students. And she is still very active. And whenever I meet her, she talks about ACT only, its activities, very active. And standing here, I am so proud that 2 of my former students are now vice chancellors, and they are now in the dais, Professor Dibakar Chandradeka of this university and Professor Ramesh Chandradeka in Cotton University. And 2 of the other awardees also, Tapan Thakuria and Diganta Sharma, were also my former students. This gives me immense pleasure. When I was director of Academic Staff College, Guwahati University, at that time that was the only academic staff college in the whole of the region, we used to have many participants from Mizoram, particularly this Aizawl College, then Aizawl College, Aizawl North College, Lungle College, Pachhunga University College, many participants. And my experience is that they were very good teachers. During the courses, we held different competitions in teaching. And I always found that teachers from Mizoram always come first in those competitions. And I think that is why this Mizoram University and the colleges under the Mizoram University will go ahead and will definitely shine in near future. They have very good teachers. I had the contact with these teachers for a very long time, but then now all the contacts are lost. So particularly these teachers are from the humanities discipline. At that time, the science discipline were not that developed in the state of Mizoram, but I had contacts with teachers of English, teachers of philosophy, teachers of history from this state, and they were excellent teachers. Maybe they were still doing their job. They will be doing their job. And I think this ACT is doing a tremendous job in popularizing chemistry education because people, particularly the students, have some kind of natural fear towards chemistry, learning chemistry. They think that chemistry is very tough, chemistry is very difficult, we cannot learn chemistry, so they have some kind of natural fear. And I think ACT is doing a great job in reducing that fear and making chemistry popular in the whole of the country. In some regions particularly, the ACT has done tremendous work. In our region, like Kitimoni and others are doing work in their own way. And maybe gradually that fear is getting away. As this is a conference on recent advances in chemical research, chemical science research and education, let me talk about a different angle. Now, when this year's Nobel Prize in Physics was announced, immediately the next day I read an article criticizing the Nobel Committee. The criticism is because the Nobel Physics Prize is awarded during the last few years to very few people from chemistry. The prize is grabbed by people from computer engineering. This year also, when 3 people were awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics, one is only pure physics. The 2 others were from computer engineering. Next day, the chemistry prize was announced, and I looked at the chemistry Nobel Prize. The same thing is happening in chemistry also. People from other disciplines, let me say this word a little mockingly, people from other disciplines are trespassing into our discipline, if I can call it trespass. Of the 3 persons getting Nobel Prize in Chemistry this year, only Professor David Becker from Washington University can be called a pure chemistry person. The 2 others, Demis Hassabis is out and out a computer person. He has his own computer company, trying to use artificial intelligence to different problems of chemistry. Then Professor John Jumper, he actually did his PhD in physics, and for a long time he was unemployed. So he he joined a financial company because he had to earn some living. No? Then suddenly he got interested in biology, and he joined a group in Chicago University, Biological Science, Molecular Dynamics Research Group in Chicago University. And then he joined this computer company of Demis Hassabis, which is popularly known as DeepMind. The company is known as DeepMind. And they started working on application of AI to problems of chemistry. At that time, people working on protein, for example, say Professor Becker in Washington University, they had 2 main problems. The first problem is how to determine a protein structure given only the sequence of amino acids. So we know say a certain protein is made of these amino acids. If we give them the amino acids, how to determine how the amino acids will be organized in the protein. That is one of the major problems. They have owned their natural arrangement, and it is very difficult to disturb that natural arrangement. The second problem is how to create new proteins that take on shapes and perform functions never before seen in nature. So the next problem they're trying to solve is how to make a protein using the same sequence of amino acids, but doing some different functions. And one of the problem is protein folding. No, if the amino acids are combined together, they will assemble in their own way, own natural way, and they will have their own natural folding. We cannot disturb that folding. So these 3 people are trying to see how this natural folding can be changed, and they have been successful, and that's why they got the Nobel Prize. But again, we have to see that only 1 person is pure chemistry, 1 is basically computer science, 1 is person from physics. And if I look back, in 2009, our own Venkataraman Ramakrishnan got the Nobel Prize in chemistry. And he followed this, actually John Jumper followed the same path as Professor Ramakrishnan. Professor Ramakrishnan was a PhD in physics from Punjab University. Then he went to America, got interested in biology. So he started to work on biological systems. Then he found that chemistry is essential to understand the biological system. So he turned his attention to chemistry, and finally he got the Nobel Prize in chemistry. Maybe this gives the answer, because every natural problem requires chemistry to give a proper explanation. And that is our strength. That is the strength of chemistry. And we have to remember that. And whenever we consider the recent advances in chemical research, of course, we cannot bar people from other disciplines coming into chemistry and collaborating with us, but we have to see that chemistry gets the upper hand. I do not know whether I can say this truly, but then one redeeming feature of this year's Chemistry Nobel Prize is that half of the money goes to the real actual chemistry person, and half is decided upon the two computer persons. That may be the one redeeming feature. I am very grateful to the Association of Chemistry Teachers for awarding me like this, and I am very grateful to Professor Divakar Chandradeka for hosting this in Mizoram University, and for all the hospitality and all that. And I hope that ACT will grow from strength to strength. I have heard of Professor Prabhu for a very long time, but I have not met him personally. This time only I have met him personally. So I wish Professor Prabhu and his team all the best in the world, and to promote chemistry education throughout the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Professor D.V. Prabhu. Your participation is one of the key reasons this event will be remembered for a long time. Thank you, Honorable Professor Krishna Gopal Bhattacharya. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to extend our heartfelt thanks for your invaluable contributions today. We hope this is just the beginning of many future collaborations. We shall now proceed to the next part of the program. I would like to request the President of Association of Chemistry Teachers, Professor Brijesh Pare, Madhav Science Postgraduate College, Ujjain, to deliver his speech.
Very good morning to all of you, and after me, Professor D.C. Deka will be delivering the presidential address, so I will not be taking much time, but it's really a pleasure to be here. Honorable Minister of Education, Mizoram Government, Honorable Vice Chancellor of the Mizoram University, Professor D.C. Deka Sahab, Professor D.V. Prabhu, all the dignitaries, both the Vice Chancellors from different universities, Executive Council members of SCT. It's really a great pleasure to be here for this international conference. And in the very inception, I'm extremely thankful to Professor D.C. Deka for having given this opportunity to come all the way to Mizoram and to participate in this wonderful event. And of course, NCCT 2024, as Professor Prabhu has also spoken, that NCCT, that is National Convention of Chemistry Teachers, is a flagship program of SCT, and every year we organize it or some or the other place. What could be a better place for such an event other than Mizoram? We have been here for the last 3 days, and really we can feel it, which is sequestered in the far-flung reaches of northeastern India. Its raw scenic beauty, fresh air, rich cultural heritage, attractive craft, organic food, and easy adventure activities make it a sheer paradise for the visitors. As far as SCT is concerned, I'm thankful once again to the organizer on my personal behalf and on behalf of the SCT. SCT has been working since 2000 for the promotion of chemistry and excellence in chemistry. All about activities about SCT, Professor Prabhu has spoken about it. We are almost 2,800 in number across India, and we have been doing for the promotion of chemistry at various levels, particularly at undergraduate chemistry, postgraduate chemistry level, and at research level also. We have members from across India, from various universities, industries, and various colleges, and we are working on it. Once again, I congratulate all the SCT award winners. This is really a prestigious award now these days, and I'm thankful to the committee which has taken the decision to honor all the respected chemistry educators. Sir, I am from Madhya Pradesh, and I'm happy to inform that our state is the first state to implement NEP 2020. And our present Chief Minister, Dr. Mohan Yadav, who is coincidentally a student of my university, my college, and he was, before becoming the Chief Minister, he was the Minister of Education, Higher Education. So just, best wishes for that. At this stage, I would like to, I'm talking about NEP, I will not be speaking a lot, but two things I'm going to talk. One is about NEP, and at this stage, the Indian knowledge system, which is a part of NEP. So it is very important to have the Indian knowledge system integrated with the present system of education. There is a need to definitely integrate Indian knowledge system with the modern education. One thing which I have noticed, while teaching these days at undergraduate and postgraduate level, that critical thinking is something very important. We are into 21st century, and we just talk about creativity and critical thinking. So now the problems are more, and for the younger generation, they have to solve more difficult problems as compared to the earlier generation. And for that, we need to have creativity and the critical thinking. And I am very much sure that this integration of Indian knowledge system with the modern education will help students to be more critical and more creative. Because the Indian knowledge system, it connects learners to their local culture and knowledge, and which is the strength of the traditional knowledge. Understanding regional norms, folklore, and indigenous practices, students develop a deep appreciation for their cultural individuality and inheritance. One more thing which, as a chemistry educator, I feel that is the need of the hour is to reorienting chemistry education through systems thinking. Systems thinking, because what is happening, I have seen at undergraduate level also and even postgraduate level, when a teacher goes into the class, and start teaching one particular concept or one particular thing, and the student, he just got bewildered. He doesn't know much, that why this particular thing is being taught to him, and what is the connect of this particular thing with his day-to-day life activities. So in a systems thinking kind, where the learner can see the forest while not losing sight of the tree. As a wholeness, as a holistic approach has to be there. So system thinking approaches emphasize the interdependence of the components of the education things and the concepts and their interactions with the other systems. So that systems thinking has to be incorporated or included in the classroom teaching. That is what I feel. Now, one more thing, that is the last, that is about the climate change and the SDGs. Probably we are all aware that the United Nations by 2030 want to acquire, that there is a common problem of climate change, and they have given 17 SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals. So as a chemist, I think one day I was talking to one of the person, like all the 17 SDGs can be addressed by the chemist. That is the privilege of chemistry as a subject, I feel. So that is the onus on the chemist educator also, that we need to educate our students about the burgeoning, the danger that's looming over the planet, and chemists have the solutions for that. So thank you very much with that. And once again, I'm thankful to the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Mizoram University, having taken so much pain, Professor Ved Prakash Singh, who is the convener of this program, with this conference, and we are looking forward to have all wonderful deliberations and research papers reading here, because see, as a university place, it is a teaching place, but at the same time, the onus of creating knowledge is also on the university places. So that is very important. So looking forward to have wonderful deliberations ahead. Once again, thankful to organizers. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor Brijesh Pare. It has been an absolute privilege to have you here with us. We are extremely grateful for the time and effort you dedicated to being here. Now we shall move forward to the most awaited presidential address by Professor Dibakar Chandra Deka, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Mizoram University. Honorable President, Professor, you may take your time.
Namaskar and Shibai to all of you. Honorable Minister of Education, Government of Mizoram, Dr. Bonalal Thana, Honorable Guest of Honors in Dais, Professor Mehta and Professor Deka, and our ACT President, Professor Bijaspare, ACT Secretary, Professor G.V. Prabhu, my own teacher, Professor K.G. Bhattacharya, and one of the convener, Professor Bet Prakash, and all our esteemed guests in audience from different parts of India and abroad, all my colleagues, all our officers, staff, all research scholars and students present here, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I extend our warmest welcome to all of you to the serene and green environment campus of Mizoram University in particular, and in general to the state of Mizoram, which is known as the state of Blue Mountain or Blue Hills. But when you are close, it looks green, not blue. Well, I attach many significance and importance to this event in Mizoram University. First is that it is coincidence that ACT was instituted in the year of 2000 in Homi Bhabha in Mumbai, and that time it was proposed by a small committee including Professor Prabhu as the taking the initiative, and I was one of the member present there. I went all the way from Guwahati to Mumbai. That time there was no plane connectivity, nor it could have been afforded. We could not afford that time. So high price was 2,000, and we went all the way by train, changing 2-3 trains from Guwahati to all this thing. Anyway, 2000 was the year when ACT was established, instituted, and the same year an act was placed in the parliament to establish Mizoram University. So it is a coincidence, and ACT is going to complete, say, in the next year, 25 years, and we also will start our celebration in Mizoram University, Silver Jubilee, in next year. So it is a coincidence, and importantly, during this important time that ACT has come, ACT means all its members from all the way to Bombay to here and remote corner of Northeast. I never see any remote corner on the earth because earth is round. Any point can be a center, and Mizoram also can be a center. But if we look at the map of India, and Mizoram is the remote corner, or Assam North is the remote corner. Anyway, and so this is an important coincidence or significance that ACT has come to Mizoram University. And Dr. Prabhu already mentioned the policy of Government of India. Earlier it was look east policy. Now Modi government has proposed act in policy, act on east policy. Okay, not look to east northeast policy, but act on northeast policy. So they have practically come here to act on the northeast, how to make the northeast to a focus for the whole country. And yes, it is a little bit unfortunate that northeastern states are not well known in the mainland of India. That is fact. And whenever I joined last year as Vice Chancellor here, thereafter I have gone in NAC visit to many colleges, many places, almost all over India. And when I interact with students or teachers, how much they know about Northeast or at least in particular Mizoram, very few are aware about Mizoram or in general Northeast. Some people know about Assam little bit, and then maybe Manipur, Nagaland, but hardly few people talk about Mizoram. Then I thought about why. So Mizoram is one of the best literate state in the India. And when I was student, I learned that after Kerala, Mizoram is the second state in literacy in the whole country. Still, very few people knows about Mizoram. My judgment was that it is because of media, and media will bring those things to focus when there is like connected with corruption, criminal, and disturbances are there. People know nowadays lot of things about Manipur. Earlier they did know, now know because of last 1 year so much of disturbance, and those things are brought to focus by Indian media, electronic or both. And Mizoram, you can see, you must have realized now, such a calm and quiet state, I say serene state. And there is hardly any disturbance you can see here. Society is so calm and quiet, so it does not come to focus to the media. Media does not like to focus much on the Mizoram. So that is my conclusion. That is probably the reason why people know little bit. When there is a lot of people know about Kashmir because of 370 article. People know about all terrorist activities is coming. A lot of things people know. But Mizoram, there is no such activity. So after Mizo Accord in 1986, MNF that time some activities were there for liberation of Mizoram like that. After the accord, I think in India, most successful accord is Mizo Accord, in which was signed by government of India and MNF in way back in 1986. And then after that, on that accord, based on that, Mizoram University was established. So that way, now after that accord, and Mizoram is a so calm and quiet state, and it's very nice place to visit. And that is my experience. Even one more thing, even though I am from Assam, Guwahati, I visited only once to Mizoram University related to academic activity. But that many frequently people do not visit because of communication is a problem. See, if nearest big metro, big city is the Guwahati, and if somebody wants to come from Guwahati here, it takes nearly 20 hours by road. Hardly few people would like to do that. Don't have much time. And there is no train connectivity. And only way to reach Aizawl is the flight. And only recent past, people of India can afford flight. 10 years back, even I, being a professor of university, I could not afford flight. My 1 month salary is equivalent to one-way flight to Delhi. 1 month salary. So I could not afford. And going by train is about 70 hours to Mumbai or 50 hours to Delhi. I cannot afford that also. So Aizawl road was not that good, but still now it takes about 20 hours to reach from Guwahati to Aizawl. So now fortunately, I think in next 1 or 2 years, hopefully, Mizoram, Aizawl will be in the railway map of India. Works is going on. And road connectivity will take some time because of hilly terrain. Making big road, 4-lane, 6-lane highway is really near to impractical unless there is a big flyover or like that. Is also who will support that. There is no place to put pillars. So my guess is that only way to reach Aizawl, Mizoram is the government must emphasize increasing the number of flights. Unfortunately, from the last month, And Delhi earlier was connected only 4 flights in a week. But now it is increased to 10 flights, Delhi Aizawl connection. And Guwahati, when I joined last year, there was only 1 flight in 3 or 4 days. Now, in the last 1 year, from Guwahati, almost every day 2-3 flights. So connectivity is tremendously increasing. And I think why I'm mentioning this third, we have teachers. This event is another significance is that as Prabhu has mentioned, there are 6 zones in our ACT all over India, 6 zones. And so here, and I'm very glad to see that people from all the 6 zones, I mean that from Kanyakumari, say Tamil Nadu or Kerala, starting from here, our Professor Mehta is there from Ladakh University in Jammu and Kashmir. So Kashmir to Kanyakumari, and then Gujarat, Rajasthan to Manipur. So here, at least few people are there from every part, every zone of India. The way the ACT has divided the India to 6 zones. From every part there are people. And no doubt we have some esteemed guests from Russia and other countries also. But I'm telling that this message all my esteemed friends and colleagues should take to go back with that message that Aizawl is not a remote place anymore, or Mizoram is not the corner of the country. Mizoram is accessible. It is a very beautiful state. Again and again I'll say that Mizoram is an exceptional state or different state. I don't say exceptional. It is a different from among the 29 states of India. India has 29 states, 7 or 8 union territories. Amongst them, what I have seen, I have visited almost all parts, and Mizoram is different. Different means you must have all by this time you realize terrain and the road, discipline amongst the people, only 1-lane road compared to Guwahati, Delhi, Mumbai, it is only 1-lane road, but people so nicely driving. Very hardly, I have not heard about any major accident. And you see is how roads are built, how things are going on development, how our university houses or residential houses, city houses, how they are being, technology is completely different. Architecture, I can say, architecture is different. And if I want to see any other city outside Mizoram, I have to go to sky. But here, you can see the city in the sky. Go to road and you see here, oh, that is Aizawl at the top of the hill. But you go to Guwahati, if you want to see the Guwahati, you have to go to sky to see the city, or you have to have a other kind of devices. So that way it is different. And I have already said calm and quiet, very peaceful state. I think best state, one of the, not one, most peaceful state among the 29 states and 9 union territories in India. That is one. So and I feel our esteemed guests will go with a good memory. Our volunteers are working hard to do their level best. And if our friends, some of them have already said me that we really love Mizoram and Aizawl, then I gave the condition. If you are speaking your heart, you must visit again with your family and friends. And you must promote tourism in Mizoram, Aizawl. You go, take the message, inspire your friends, family to come again to Mizoram, so that tourism in Mizoram is skyrocket, go very high and important. And communication, I have said. So that is some of the coincidence. And then there are many other things. I don't like to take much time also. And I'm thankful to the ACT, Association of Chemistry Teachers, for giving me this second opportunity to organize activity here, this event here. As already mentioned, last time I did exactly, that was in 2012, 1st of November. Now today is only 6th of November, only 5 days different. So 2012 in Guwahati University, that time I had the first NCCT, National Convention of Chemistry Teachers in Guwahati University in 2012 on 1st of November. 1st, 2nd and 3rd November, exactly 12 years ago. And this is the second one in Northeast. And during that time, actually, I could not reach out to, as I have said, for obvious reason, could not reach out to Mizoram. Though I was the convener, that time I was the secretary or vice president of Northeast Zone, I could not reach Mizoram for obvious reason, as I have said. That type of communication was not accessible to Aizawl, Mizoram. Mizoram was, none was there from Mizoram. And but other participants from other states, it was there. So when I joined last year, I decided that Mizoram must be brought under the map of ACT activities. And this is done today. I think now onward, Mizoram will never be excluded from any activities of ACT. ACT has a lot of tremendous activities, as already mentioned. One is that Olympiad activity. And Olympiad activity is not the ACT activity. ACT is only facilitating or assisting. It is the activity of Government of India. International chemistry, starting from Indian National Olympic Chemistry Science Olympic to International Chemistry, Physics, Biology, Mathematics, or Olympics, Olympiads, all these things. So this is going on for last 23 years, 24 years. And when I joined last year, I insisted on that PUC principal, Professor Zara, that you start immediately chemistry Olympiad activity. And we should not deprive the school children. It is for children from class 9 to class 12. And we should not, no longer we can afford to ignore them. It is our responsibility to inspire school children, brought them to science. So from now onwards, this will be now Mizoram will be very much connected with ACT activities. So I thank ACT for giving me the second opportunity to have this meeting here. And about my own teacher, Professor Krishnagopal Bhattaji, I like to mention things which is maybe all other people, maybe Prabhu and Brijesh etc. have forgotten, but I have not forgotten. And when Northeast Zone, I was acting as the zonal secretary. And that time, our KG Krishnagopal Bhattaji sir was head of the department in Guwahati University from 2005 to 8. I was zonal secretary. At that time, I requested him to be the vice president of the zone. During his 3 years headship, he was vice president of ACT. That many people has forgotten, but I cannot forget. So I congratulate Krishnagopal Bhattaji. I'm really very happy that we have been selected the right person for this award. So with these few words, I like to conclude here. There are many things to say, but it's not the right time. We are already late. Thank you very much for your participation. And again, I welcome all of you from different parts of India and abroad. And you are Otiti Devo Bhavo, as we say in India, Otiti Devo Bhavo. Guests are like gods. And that is our Indian culture. Guests are like gods. So you are God for us at this moment, not we will not pray you like God actually we do, but we consider you as our guest. Okay. With these things, I hope your stay here will be very pleasant. Our volunteers are working hard, and as you can say, as I can say, you cannot expect that luxury you have in Delhi, Mumbai. Here, you should not. We should not expect in Aizawl. When somebody say that a little space, a narrow road, or I say that, when you say that, see our guest house. When guest says that rooms are not big enough, I'll say that I think about the Indian railway bunkers. When you travel by train, the small, narrow, three-tier, two-tier, used to sleep. Think about that. Then you'll find that our guest rooms are quite wide, much bigger than that bunker. Because in a train, unless first class, even first class not big, you cannot expect a very big bed, like a king-size bed. You cannot expect, and we should not expect. Okay, so when you come to Aizawl, you have see the terrain, plane is not large enough. You cannot expect a big guest house where I can give a king size bed and big VIP room. We should not expect that. You can expect that in Delhi, Calcutta, Bombay, no problem. And you'll be surprised, our football ground is 5 kilometers away from here, because you cannot make a football ground here on the hilltop. We don't have that much of space. But fortunately, we could found down from here about 4 to 5 kilometers. You can find a very beautiful football ground. And not only that, at the end of the campus, we have a big campus, nearly 100 acres. And at the end of the campus, there is a beautiful, recently inaugurated our department, architecture department. And it is nearly at the end of the campus this side. So why I am mentioning here, all of you, I understand you have come for chemistry discussion. But along with that, please learn something more about Mizoram, Mizo culture, about we are from different parts. So by contact, we can learn many things. I always say to students, traveling, tourism, or through traveling, we can learn better geography than textbook. Once you have come to Aizawl, you will remember many things about where is Aizawl, where is Mizoram. You don't have to go to textbook. Once you meet people, you learn more social science than textbook. Whatever I learned social science from textbook, I learned geography of India, I often forget. But once I travel, go visit any place, anywhere, I always will remember where this place is. Traveling, visiting places is one of the best way to learn geography and social science. So my request is that during your stay, if you can find some time, apart from chemistry, I don't say that you ignore seminar lecture, already you do that. Find some place, time to go around the campus, but walking is not possible. You have to have some vehicle, or if you can go around the campus, see the serene and green environment of the campus. So that is one thing. That one should do during your stay here. And again, I hope you will come back again to Aizawl. And if you have really speaking your heart, and we will be expecting, I will be here another 3.5 years. I'll look forward for your visit twice, thrice with your family and friends. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Honorable Professor Dibakar Chandra Deka, thank you once again for your presence and the inspiring words you have shared with us today. Your support means a great deal to us, and we look forward to in the future engaging with you. Thank you for making this event even more meaningful. Now, I would like to call Professor Muthu Kumaran, Department of Chemistry, Mizoram University, to preclude the program by a vote of thanks.
Thank you. I will not take much time. Good morning to everyone here. Before I begin my vote of thanks, I like to congratulate Professor Gopal, Krishna Gopal Bhattacharya, the Lifetime Awardee of Association of Chemistry Teachers, and other awardees of Association of Chemistry Teachers under different categories. Thank you for visiting our university, sir. Now let me begin my vote of thanks address. Today I feel incredibly honored and privileged to have been allowed to extend a vote of thanks for this inaugural session of what we call it as current trends in chemical science research and education, as well as the National Conventions of Chemistry Teachers 2024. First of all, I'd like to propose hearty vote of thanks for our chief guest, Mr. Vanlan Tlana, the Honorable Minister of Education, Public Relations, in addition to Information and Communication Technology Ministries, Government of Mizoram, for spending his precious time amidst his hectic schedule to grace this inaugural address and delivering an inspiring inaugural address in CACSRE 2024 as well as NCCT 2024. Thank you, sir. And I, on behalf of the organizing committee, convey my deep gratitude and hearty thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dibakar Chandra Deka, for encouraging such scientific and educational program in our School of Physical Sciences and coming forward with constant words of encouragement, appreciation, and support. You are truly an inspiring personality for all of us as you work with a lot of dedication, zeal, and infectious enthusiasm for the betterment of our university and the student community. Thank you very much, sir. And I also extend a warm and pleasure vote of thanks to the eminent Professor Surinder Kumar Mehta, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Ladakh University, Ladakh, and esteemed Professor Ramesh Chandra Deka, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Cotton University, Guwahati, along with erudite Professor Sanjay Sawant, Director, Ripons Aizawl, for gracing the inaugural session and their active participation in this conference. I am also thankful to respected Professor Lalnun Danga, the Registrar, and Professor Vanlal Chona, Finance Officer, for helping us in obtaining necessary administrative approval for organizing this conference in our campus. I also propose a special vote of thanks to major funding agencies like BRNS DAE, CSIR, DBT, DRDO, SERB DST, Northeastern Council, Punjab National Bank, Oil India, Oil, Natural and Gas Commission, and international agencies like Royal Society of Chemistry and American Chemical Society for providing generous financial assistance for this international conference. I am also very much thankful to all CACSRE as well as NCT advisory committee members, organizing committee members, the Association of Chemistry Teachers committee members, and all eminent speakers. Words are not enough to thank their constant guidance and support to shape this international conference of this grand scale. Thank you, sir. And I would like to thank some of our distinguished speakers, Professor Konstantin Volchov, as well as Nikolai Lee Zolnov, Novosibirsk Institute of Organic Chemistry, the Republic of China, as well as from India, Professor T. Punyamurthy, IIT Guwahati, Professor Rajiv Gupta, University of Delhi, Professor Maya Sankar Singh, Institute of Science, Banaras Hindu University, Professor Manmohan Kapar, IISER Bhopal, Professor G. Narahari Shastri, IIT Hyderabad. Thank you for your visit here, sir, and enlightening us. I would like to thank Professor Lalnur Sailo, Dean Students Welfare, Professor H. Laltan Zara, Principal Pachhunga University College, Aizawl, Professor Suman Roy, Dean School of Physical Sciences, Mizoram University, for various help we received towards this conference. May I also take this opportunity on behalf of CACSRE 2024 and NCCT 2024 Organizing Committee to express my heartfelt gratitude and hearty thanks to Dr. Zairam Moya Pachuo, Joint Registrar, GAD, Human Resource Development College, Information and Communication Technology Center, Public Relations Cells, GAD staff, all Mizoram University administrative staff for providing excellent facilities for the CACSRE 2024 and NCCT 2024. They all supported us in all possible manner to organize this conference. Thank you very much. I also thank all faculty members, technical staff, and the office staff at the Department of Chemistry and the Department of Industrial Chemistry for their help and support at various stages while organizing this conference. My special thanks to all deans of academic schools of study and head of academic departments who are present during this inaugural session. I also want to extend a vote of thanks to our organizing team, the university administrative staff, and the technical staff at the auditorium for making this event to happen so beautifully. Finally, I also cannot certainly overlook the efforts of our student volunteers who gave their last 6 to 7 weeks of valuable time, worked dedicatedly, diligently, and tirelessly amidst their persistent research work for this conference. Indeed, without their selfless work, we could not have dreamed of this event of this dream scale. Thank you very much, guys. I hope we continue to work like this and organize such scientific events in the future for the betterment and upliftment of our students. In conclusion, I thank CACSRE 2024 and NCCT 2024 Organizing Committee and Association of Chemistry Teachers for the opportunity given to me to deliver this vote of thanks. Once again, I thank you all for being here today. Have an exciting day. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us in this shared moment of reverence. At this moment, I would like to draw attention and I would request everyone to stand up in respect of our beloved nation. Let us all stand together and sing our national anthem.